That's why Uranus is rolling along its orbit like a barrel. You know what's the strangest thing about Uranus, don't you? While all the other planets in the solar system spin on their orbital plane like more or less vertical tops, with axial tilts ranging from Jupiter's 3 degrees to Neptune's 28, Uranus defies all logic with its 98-degree tilt, forcing it to roll along its orbit like a cosmic bowling ball. It's such an extreme anomaly that for decades it has tormented astronomers, pushing them to seek increasingly elaborate explanations for this bizarre behavior. The most obvious answer, a catastrophic impact with another celestial body, has proven surprisingly complex and controversial, opening a Pandora's box of theories, simulations, and still unsolved mysteries. Uranus's tilt isn't just an astronomical curiosity. It's a window into the violent past of the solar system, an era where embryonic planets collided in titanic crashes, redesigning the architecture of our cosmic neighborhood. But what exactly hit Uranus, and when did it happen? And why do the planet's moons seem to tell a different story than what we'd expect from such a devastating impact? For decades, the standard explanation for Uranus's tilt was relatively simple. During the final phases of planetary formation about 4 billion years ago, a massive object, probably an Earth-sized protoplanet or larger, crashed into Uranus with enough force to flip it over. The first computer simulations conducted in 1992 suggested that an impactor of 1 to 3 Earth masses could have done the job, transferring enough angular momentum to tilt the planet while maintaining most of its atmosphere. But there was a fundamental problem with this theory, discovered only when simulations became more sophisticated. An impact violent enough to tilt an entire planet 98 degrees should have created total chaos in the satellite system, with highly eccentric orbits tilted in random directions, or with moons even ejected completely from the system. Instead, nothing of the sort. Uranus's satellites orbit peacefully in near-perfect circles around the planet's equator, as if nothing had happened. This paradox tormented theorists for years. How could a single, catastrophic impact leave behind such an orderly and regular moon system? In 2012, Alessandro Morbidelli and his team proposed a bold solution. Uranus wasn't hit just once, but at least twice by massive objects. This multiple impact theory could explain why the satellite system is so orderly. The first impact would have partially tilted Uranus and disrupted the circumplanetary disk, while the second would have completed the tilt but in a way that allowed the disk to stabilize and reform in an orderly configuration around the new equator. Simulations show that 2 collisions totaling about 1 Earth mass would be sufficient to explain the planet's current rotational state. Critically, the impacts must have occurred very early, before Uranus's moons had consolidated from a surrounding disk of gas and dust. The disk, supplemented by debris raised by the collisions, would then have migrated around the planet to form a thin equatorial disk from which Uranus's 5 large moons would have been born. Later, the advent of increasingly powerful supercomputers revolutionized our understanding of what might have happened to Uranus. But before this, it's important to understand that the 98-degree tilt isn't Uranus's only oddity. The planet is a true cosmic puzzle with multiple anomalies that any theory must explain. First, there's the bizarre magnetic field. While on Earth and most planets, the magnetic field is aligned with the rotation axis and centered on the core. On Uranus, it's tilted 60 degrees from the rotation axis and offset by about a third of the planetary radius from the center. It's as if someone had taken a giant magnet and placed it crooked and off-center inside the planet. Then there's the mystery of the missing heat. All other giant planets emit more heat than they receive from the sun, the residue of formation heat. But Uranus is cold, emitting very little internal heat, as if something had turned off its thermal engine billions of years ago. In 2018, Jacob Gagaris of Durham University and his team tackled all these mysteries together using supercomputers capable of handling over 100 million particles, and they could see what really happens when an Earth-sized object hits an ice giant like Uranus. The team tried to visualize the outcomes of more than 50 different impact scenarios, varying the impactor's mass, collision angle, and velocity. The results were illuminating because for the first time, they showed how a single event could explain all of Uranus's anomalies. When an impactor of about 2 Earth masses hits Uranus at a 30 to 45 degree angle, something extraordinary happens. Most of the impactor's rocky material sinks toward the center, but its ice and energy are deposited in a hot layer about 3 Earth radii from the center, about 12,000 miles or 19,000 kilometers. This layer of hot, alien material would act like a thermal blanket, trapping the core's heat and preventing it from escaping. That's why Uranus appears so cold today. But there's more. The impact creates asymmetric lumps of rock and molten ice distributed irregularly inside the planet. These blobs of dense material, randomly positioned, could be the cause of the displaced and tilted magnetic field. It's as if the impact had mixed Uranus's interior like a crazy blender, leaving lumps that distort the magnetic field. These simulations also show that a grazing rather than a head-on impact better explains the observations. Strong enough to tilt the planet and scramble its interior, but not so violent as to strip away the atmosphere. In fact, 90% of the atmosphere remains bound to the planet, and about 10% of the rocky material ends up in orbit where it could form moons and rings. The simulation indeed suggests that Uranus's moons formed after the collision, and this would explain why the 5 largest moons rotate on the same axis as the planet. Hey guys, before moving on, be sure to subscribe to our channel, clicking on the notification bell, and leave us a thumbs up so you don't miss out on our daily videos. In 2022, a team led by astrophysicist Melaine Salenfest of the Paris Observatory proposed a completely different theory that requires no catastrophic impact. The hypothesis is that Uranus could have been slowly flipped over by one of its own moons over billions of years. To understand this, you need to think about how our moon is slowly moving away from Earth, about 1.6 inches or 4 centimeters per year. As it moves away, the moon exerts a tidal force on Earth that influences our planet's rotation. It's a small effect for us, but on timescales of billions of years, it can become significant. Now imagine this same process on Uranus, but much more extreme. If Uranus had had a large enough moon moving away, the gravitational attraction between the moon and the planet's equatorial bulge would have created a sort of cosmic tug-of-war. As the moon moved away, it would have pulled harder and harder on Uranus's rotation axis. The key mechanism is what scientists call spin-orbit resonance. It's like pushing a child on a swing. If you push at the right moment with the right rhythm, even small pushes can make the swing go higher and higher. Similarly, if the frequency at which the moon orbited entered into resonance with the precession frequency of Uranus's axis, its wobble, the effect would have been enormously amplified over time. Simulations show that a moon with a minimum mass of about half our moon migrating outward for more than 10 times Uranus's radius could have gradually tilted the planet. The process would have been extremely slow, hundreds of millions or billions of years, but inexorable. The most fascinating part comes at the end. When Uranus reaches a tilt of about 80 degrees, the system becomes unstable. The moon begins to oscillate wildly in its orbit like a top about to fall. Eventually, this instability causes the moon to crash into Uranus, freezing the planet in its current tilted position. It's as if the moon had done the dirty work of tilting the planet and then self-destructed, leaving no trace except the tilt itself. This would elegantly explain why Uranus, unique among the gas giants, doesn't have a large moon today like Saturn's Titan or Jupiter's Ganymede. Its large moon sacrificed itself to tilt it. Beyond everything, the truth about the abnormal tilt of Uranus's rotation axis remains elusive, but not for lack of effort. Uranus and Neptune and their diverse satellite and ring systems represent the least explored environments of our solar system, yet they could provide the archetype for the most common outcome of planetary formation throughout our galaxy. Future missions to Uranus could finally solve this mystery. Precise measurements of the planet's gravitational field, its internal structure, and the composition of its moons could distinguish between the various theories. Meanwhile, increasingly sophisticated simulations and observations from ground and space telescopes continue to work on the problem, much more today than yesterday. Understanding how Uranus acquired its extreme tilt indeed has implications that go far beyond our solar system. The Kepler and TESS missions have revealed that planets the size of Uranus and Neptune, the so-called Mini-Neptunes, are among the most common types of exoplanets in the galaxy. If giant impacts are common in the formation of ice giants, then we should expect to find many exoplanets with extreme tilts. This would have dramatic consequences for their climate and habitability. A planet tilted like Uranus in a star's habitable zone would have extreme seasons that could make the development of life much more difficult. On the other hand, if the lunar migration mechanism is the cause, then this would mean that planetary systems are much more dynamic than we thought, with moons migrating and planets tilting over billions of years. This could mean that some exoplanets that seem uninhabitable today could become habitable in the future, or vice versa. The international scientific community met in January of 2020 with the goal of realizing the first robotic mission dedicated to the distant ice giants. An orbiter mission to Uranus could definitively answer the question of what caused its tilt. Key objectives would include detailed mapping of the gravitational field to determine internal structure, analysis of atmospheric composition to search for traces of the impactor, detailed study of the moons to determine their age and composition, and seismic measurements to detect the anomalous material layer predicted by impact simulations. China plans to launch its Tianwen-4 spacecraft, which will make close flybys first of Jupiter and then of Uranus after 2030. NASA and ESA are also considering dedicated missions to the ice giants as priorities for the coming decades. As computing power continues to grow, the search for Uranus's lost impactor confronts us with a fascinating paradox. We have simulations so detailed we can trace the fate of every particle during the impact, yet we don't even know if an impact actually happened. It's like having the technology to analyze every fiber of a murder weapon without knowing if there's been a crime. This uncertainty reveals something profound about the nature of planetary science. Unlike particle physics, where we can repeat experiments, or biology, where we can observe evolution in real time, we planetary scientists are detectives arriving at the scene billions of years after the fact. The only fingerprints are tilted orbits, crooked magnetic fields, and moons that orbit too neatly. And while we debate whether it was a single impact, a double hit, or a suicidal moon that tilted Uranus, the planet itself might be harboring the definitive proof in its icy depths. If the impact theory is correct, somewhere about 12,400 miles or 20,000 kilometers beneath the blue-green methane clouds lies a layer of alien material, the remains of the impactor, still distinguishable after 4 billion years like a cosmic fingerprint. If instead the migrating moon was the culprit, its remains might be dispersed more uniformly, creating a completely different chemical signature. The truth is that Uranus might be the key to understanding how common or rare planetary stability is in the universe. If random impacts or wandering moons are enough to flip a giant planet upside down, then stable planetary systems like ours might be the exception, not the rule. Every exoplanet we discover could be hiding an equally dramatic story, worlds overturned by catastrophes we can't even imagine. Until we send a probe into Uranus's icy depths, the planet will continue its eternal cosmic tumbling, carrying with it not only the secrets of its own past, but perhaps also clues about how fragile or resilient the architecture of planetary systems is throughout the universe. In this sense, Uranus's lost impactor, whether it exists or not, is much more than a local mystery. It's a mirror reflecting our cosmic ignorance and, at the same time, our insatiable curiosity to understand how worlds are born, live, and sometimes die. Hey guys, if you liked the video, then you should check out this video on our end screens.